gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. So, guys, we have to talk about this. Hold on, I forgot to plug up my camera to the charger. Let's see. Boom. There we go. Man, look. We got to break down this video. We're not even going to wait. I'm not going to give a long monologue before this. It's time to go, y'all. It's time to go. We're going to be breaking down this video from the Daily Wrap-Up crew. I haven't seen anybody break the whole video down. I've seen like little, people doing little snippets and whatnot. But I'm looking to break this whole bad boy down. Guys, we are streaming live on Rumble, okay? We're streaming live on Rumble. It's going to be a good time today. Let me see. I'm just going to put the link in the chat because I want you guys to go and subscribe to my Rumble as well. All right. And you guys know I already have the Odyssey, but I also have the Rumble. So I'm putting that link in the chat just in case you guys want to watch it on Rumble, YouTube. It doesn't matter. We're actually streaming on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, pretty much anywhere you can watch or stream. But this video, I want to talk about the sisters here, okay? Now, y'all know my channel is predominantly focused on the super gremlins, on demon time. And a lot of times, the sisters become victims of these men. In this case, this woman right here, she kind of personifies what we are dealing with as a community today in this day and age, man. And it's wild. Also, guys, y'all know I have the Patreon if y'all want to go support. We do have merch ready, okay? Want to get the merch out of the way as well. That's the last link in the description. You can go get that merch right there. It is ready to go for you guys to rock. The BGZM News 17 t-shirts. I'm trying to figure out how to get it linked to my YouTube so it'll show up right under the videos, but that is the next thing that I'm going to work on all day today. I worked on, well, not all day, but getting my Rumble stream ready. And now, guys, it's time to go. So let's break down this video.
The only toxic I with is scammers and drug dealers.
He made a mistake, but clearly.
Hold on.
You're right.
I gave you another example of toxic that I with. Is he toxic to me? No.
Okay, so this is a preview of what is to come. And this woman is talking about the men that she's dealing with are toxic. And this is what we see a lot of times in the community. These women are choosing bad men, toxic men. It doesn't matter where they come from. They all are looking for the same guys. And this woman, she's not attractive, okay? I'm gonna just keep it a buck. She ugly as hell. Like the blonde micros is not giving anything. Plus, it looks like she's fucking. I mean, she's built like a damn defensive back. Shorty strong as shit. So the fact that she is even able to get niggas is wild to me. But obviously, she's going to be dealing with the bottom of the barrel niggas because she is bottom of the barrel in attractiveness. And this isn't no colorist shit. It's just the fucking reality. She's not cute, okay? She's not attractive. So her options are going to be limited to bum-ass niggas. And even the attractive women are still dating bum-ass niggas. Why? Because they are looking for the thug element. So she's detailing how she deals with toxic men from this industry and from that industry. And at the end of the day, it's all summing up to the same thing.
He does what the I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely, because he's not.
Why are you dealing with a like that?
You want to kill his wife, Eli?
Shay.
That's not my business.
Shay. It's
What is you talking about?
How is that not your business,
Shay.
bro?
Shay.
That's not my business.
So y'all see here, this is a preview of what is to come.
Bro, that sounds like
Excuse me.
no, you're not taking
Shay.
accountability.
That's not my business.
So
If he wants to cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
what you
Cheated on me, and bitches
So-
didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
man?
And they want us to cuff this. This, I mean, they're damn near demanding us to cuff this, bro. That's the reality.
Correct.
But I would say, listen, your wife is white. So we're going to stop the black talk right
Bro,
Why, Eli?
So
Why, Eli?
so will you be?
Hold on. Why, Eli?
that sounds
Why should I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
as always, we got Ace with us.
Fire.
We got some special guests in the building, ladies.
All right, we're gonna skip the intro, but I did want to show you guys. All right, well, actually, we'll let them introduce themselves because I do want to get their names because that is very important.
And hey, I'm Shay. You can follow me at Mother the Sage, MUVA the Sage.
Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go back. Mom to the king on TikTok. Okay, so it's scary that it's scary that this woman is a mother. And we see a lot of these brothers out here have mommy issues. She's definitely the type of woman to give you mommy issues, bro, for real. Shout out to Performa with the $10 super trap. He says, we not even a minute in.
Oh, say less.
Exactly, bruh. And it is finna get crazy up in here. Like, for one, we will check out her TikTok. It is Mom to the King. Just to give you guys a preface of what type of shit she's on, we're gonna do a deep dive, okay? A deep dive. And she is fucking insane here. So, okay. Wow, that's crazy. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so it looks like she is about to defend herself because she was getting a lot of flack. So how about this? We'll share the screen on her TikTok because we need to break this shit down thoroughly, okay? We need to break this shit down thoroughly. I'd be taking a 2-week detox from drinking. Okay, so
And the public.
we already found out 10 posts into her TikTok, she's an alcoholic. Let's get it.
Hey kids, so I'm just here to give a quick public service announcement. And the public service announcement is know your.
Is that 1994 or 1667 on her shoulder there? I don't know. The tattoos are crazy. We're going to have a lot of grandmothers with chest tattoos in the years to come. I mean, I've already called it. This is a reality. And they want us to cuff this, bro.
Your limits when you're drinking, okay? Don't just want to be so lit in the party that you forget that you have to take care of your body, okay? I have been hungover for the last 16 hours.
Jesus Christ. She drinks like a fucking fish with that attitude. Think about it. A woman that drinks like a fucking fish with the type of attitude that she has. Imagine what type of terror she's ringing down in her household. That boy, I mean, it's very hard for me to think that she is not transferring the energy, the anger that she has onto that child. Okay? These are the types of women who are raising these super gremlins. Because she'll blow up in an instant.
My legs is aching. My back is on fire. I have chills. I can't eat. The smell of certain things is making me vomit. And I just want to say that if I would have knew my limit, I wouldn't be here right now. The bartender asked me, "What do you want?" I said all of them. Take a lesson from me, kids. Don't do that. Pick one and stick to it. Don't go mixing and dixing light, dark, slut.
Wow. So she's mixing light with dark. This is a man, y'all. This is a fucking man. Drinking like a sailor. That's what they call it. Shorty drinking like she's 60 days at sea. This is ridiculous, bruh.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you have any tips to help with a hangover, please help a brother out. Please help a brother, a sister.
I told you she was a man. Please help a brother out. Please help a brother out. These super transformer gremlins are on demon time.
So, whatever. Help me out, please. Thank you.
Lord have mercy. So, this is what we out here with. This is what they're trying to force us to cuff. I don't even want to get into the rest of her TikTok because she looks crazy. I do want to show you the transformation, though. Look, this is her with makeup, all done up. Looks like a totally different person. Now, imagine this is what you met, and she was like kind of putting on an act to, you know, hide the bass in her voice. And I mean, it would sound like she was trying to do a rendition of White Chicks if she ever tried to do that. But imagine if you met her like that with the makeup, looking decent. She covered a lot of it up. And then you see what we just saw earlier. The makeup is witchcraft. It's a lot going on here. Very angry, single mother. Getting ran through as well. Multiple different quote-unquote toxic niggas, as she put it. We're in for a long ride. So I did want to preface that just to show you guys what type of chick she was. Because I'm telling you guys, she's in shape. I'll give her that. You know, look like she ready for the NFL draft. But the issue is, if in the community, 4 out of 5 are overweight, and then we're left with this small sliver of women to choose from if you want an in-shape woman or a woman who's not obese. And I mean, that's the least that you can require if you're an in-shape guy. But for the ones that are actually in shape, their attitudes are like Shay's.
MUVA the Sage.
Yo, before we get into this first topic, yo, make sure y'all hit that like button. And if y'all not subscribed already, please make sure y'all subscribe, because we dropping content all the time. We got some new content we want to drop. We live streaming, and we trying to do it all. I ain't gonna
why would you not subscribe? Like, I don't get it.
I really don't understand why, but like, yo, if you could get into that first topic.
Don't shoot the messenger, but why is it that every other race of man, whether it be white, Chinese, Indian, whatever race it might be, why is it that every other race of men treat black women better than black men? I'll wait for the responses because I would really like to know.
Why does every other race of man treat black women better than black men? That's an interesting question. What I would say is, I cannot in good faith say say as black men as a whole, you know, that we are treating the women wrong. I will say we got those super gremlins out here who are committing the femicide. But for one, most of these dudes out here, they ain't even studying, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Okay? The guys that these chicks are talking about, the ones that they want, it's because they don't even see you as a formidable option. And I don't know if she's talking about in a dating context or just in everyday life, but you could tell that she is dealing with the Pookies and Ray Rays of the world. You know, the guys that she would make excuses for if they got caught up in a jam with the police. Those same guys, those are who she's talking about.
You would think that black men would cherish black women because their mother is black, their grandmother is black, their sisters, their cousins, their aunties.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Whatever it might be. But no, they don't. They treat us like trash, and they treat us like the dirt beneath their shoes. And it's really...
I mean, if the men that she's dealing with are treating her like that, then who's the common denominator? The fact of the matter is she can't even get a guy who is valuable. She can't. With an attitude like that, looking the way that she does, she's not particularly beautiful in any way, shape, or form. Okay? The mouth on her, her appearance is not up to par. Tattoos. I mean, what type of guy did you really think you were going to get? Because a self-respecting man who's got a bag has way more options. So why would he pick yo rusty ass and you got a kid? Shout out to Cyrus Cherry with the $10 super trap. He says, what I've noticed is that men from other races see BW based on a fantasy they have of them. Gliders that date BWs tend to date BW that aren't culturally black.
Oh, say like
Yeah, and you know, I definitely see that out here. We see Kentaji Brown Jackson. Okay. She's with the glider. We see who else? Kamala Harris. Okay. Let's see. Who else do we see out here? It's a lot of people who are speaking that wokety woke stuff. And then, you know, they're dating outside the race, which I have no problem with. I don't care. Okay. But it's very funny when you see these motherfuckers going so hard and then you're just like, well, why did you pick your mate? Okay. Why did you pick the certain mate that you picked? Since it's all rainbows and sunshine over here. Because it's not, man. It's fucking hard. It's hard in the community. That's all it is. It's hard, bruh. Like I continue to say, just like it's just as hard for black men to find women who are not on the type of time that she's on as it is for the sisters to find a brother who, you know, is out here, you know, on his shit. But I will say there's a lot of brothers who are on their shit and who aren't involved in demon time activities that the sisters will overlook. They simply do. They don't meet a certain standard. Maybe it's a physical standard. Okay. A lot of times it's not about money with these women. You're gonna hear it. We're only 3 minutes in. I gotta stop talking.
Rather sad. Because
he said Tierra Mack. Yeah, we broke down Tierra Mack too, the senator from Rhode Island who was twerking on the beach. It's ridiculous.
Men that I would think would be bashing me would be the white ones, but it's actually the ones that look just like me. The betrayal.
Yo, that I got that from a pretty popular TikToker. You know what I mean, she pretty lit on TikTok.
Mhm.
Actually, she's not that lit. She only has 8,000 followers. That's not lit.
Wait.
Mhm.
So just before we address that,
Okay.
I'm gonna need y'all to answer the TikTok really quickly.
We gonna get
we gonna get into that.
But I need more detail.
Yeah,
on
what
why
do you
feel
mean?
this way, like, so we can answer it in the best way possible.
Okay. So I would say why I personally feel this way, because I feel like the way that Black men should value and appreciate Black women, they don't. And I know it probably sounds like I'm playing favorites, but when it comes to us and our race, it's kind of is like we have to play favorites, because who gonna look out for us like we need to look out for us. And I feel like,
But are we looking out for each other though? No. And I can tell you that from experience doing business in the community. We're not looking out for each other, man. Okay? We're not looking out for each other. It's a lot of dudes trying to get over, and it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
the way that Black men treat Black women is unacceptable, and I don't appreciate it. It is not just, and I feel like from that TikTok,
And I wouldn't even say that it's just a men and women thing. I would just say Black people just don't treat each other well. Okay? That's the reality. Shout out to Cyrus Cherry with the $10 super trap. He says, Gen Z, you said Kamala Harris, she straight played the community, claim them for votes, but hates anything that looks anything close to her so bad that she married a glider small hat.
Oh, say like
TikTok per se, a lot of people took that I was saying that personally from my experiences, but no, these is experiences from women that I know, my cousins, my friends, my people that I call my sisters, my mom, my, like may my grandmother rest in peace, like her, like,
I mean, they've had a whole generation of women who fucking with ain't shit niggas. Like, when are we gonna hold these women accountable? I mean, you're smashing a dude who got another family. And I know from personal experience, like, these women are not doing background checks. I got family members who done married dudes who were like married to 3 other women, and they just got swept up in the love of it, I guess.
like these is things that I've been hearing from years and ages and generations on generations. So I feel like that is a important question that needs to be asked.
So with all these women that you're hearing this from, have they had experiences or relationships with these Asians and white men?
I wouldn't say Asians, but have they had relationships with different races? Absolutely.
Bullshit. You know, we have a movement on YouTube. I guess it's the divestment movement. Look, man, let me tell you what. They are not divesting, bruh. You might see 1 or 2 here or there, but in reality, when you go out on the town in real life, when you go outside, when you're really in the streets like your boy Jen Quavius, you rarely see a divested sister. Now, you see it in politics, okay? And you see it in commercials, right? But in real life, it's very rare. As opposed to brothers, I mean, it's everywhere, okay? We've been getting snow bunnies. This is not anything new. So she's speaking as if like the sisters are really out here dating outside their race. And the reality is, it's, we can debate if they're even able to do that. Like, we can debate if they're able to even pull a man of a different race. But they don't even like guys of a different race, okay? They really don't. As much as they try and make themselves like it, they can't. Like, see, Black men will brush off, like, we don't really, for us, like, we're okay with like a ditzy, okay, like, girl who really doesn't know the culture. Like, she don't have to know the culture to get fucked, honestly, or to be kept around. Me personally. That's me personally. I know some other dudes might feel differently, but I don't have to, like, we don't have to be able to like sing fucking Young Thug word for us to vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of sisters will want to be able to do the little baby freestyle with a man. Shout out my nigga TP. I'm in this bit with TP. And I know we did see the the little video of the white girl singing it word for word at the wedding, but let's keep it a buck, okay? We don't really require our women to be knowledgeable of the culture, but they do. They hold them to, even though they do say, oh, well, they treat other men with a different look, man. They treating every man with the same way. That's the reality. They're treating every man the same way. That's from what I'm seeing. And I'm speaking on eggshells because YouTube is out to get me right now. I'm trying to censor it, bro. But they're treating every man pretty much the same. Okay. And then they want their guy to have swag. They want him to have some type of swag. I don't give a fuck what they say. Oh, well, I like Justin Bieber or some shit. Look, man. I'm going to tell you what, it ain't going to work out long term. And even when you see the Travis Kelce situation, he was dating the sister and he didn't even spend no money on her. He made her go half on all the bills. And she had to tap out. She had to tap out because she was in it for a whole nother reason. She wasn't in it for love anymore. It wasn't about love for her. It was about getting the bag and being next to White Zaddy. Okay. That's what it was about. But she got exposed. So can they really efficiently do the divesting thing? Yes, some can do it at a high level. Okay. Some can do it at a high level, but most are not going to be able to do it. Let me put it like this. If they like wanted to divest at a high level, they would all have to get really well off financially. Because when you do see these sisters who are divested, they come from good homes. They come from good families. They come from, little sack of change. They may not be rich, but they're doing well for themselves. Maybe they have political power. Maybe they have a high paying job, but they're not divesting at a high rate. Okay. That's the reality.
Okay.
But have I had relationships? Yeah, I didn't have relationships with all different type of men: Asian, white, Pakistani, Indian, Jamaican, Guyanese.
And they treat you better?
Are you still with them?
Oh.
Bruh. She ain't. I mean, if she's been with a white man, he was a fucking meth head. There's no way. There's no way. Like, a lot of people, they kind of have this vision. Oh, well, maybe she was with a guy on Wall Street or, a guy who stayed in Manhattan, bruh. The white man that she been with has a needle in his arm right now.
When I say relationships, I wouldn't say relationships. But
okay, you hear her. When I say relationships, I wouldn't say relationships. So it sounds like she's probably selling the pussy. Probably those are probably sugar daddies who are looking for that fetish fuck. Maybe she's putting the strap on and fucking them. I mean, there's a lot of weirdo guys into some weirdo shit.
But I'll say, like, have I encountered and had
different experiences?
Yeah.
So this is where I want to
Absolutely.
chime in and ask y'all to answer the question,
Okay.
because this is where we need to have a dialogue.
Okay.
Because you can't say you this.
I guarantee she has never gotten commitment from a man outside of her race. That's just the reality. I guarantee. And they didn't really push back on her like they should have. They didn't challenge her on that. But I would have pushed back. There's no way you're going to convince me that she, with them nails and them hair, like, how would that even happen? Unless she approached that man, there's no way that would happen. See, black men, we get approached all the time by people of other races. I mean, contrary to popular belief, right? Okay, especially the guys who are on their shit. We get approached all the time. I got approached today. Somebody's like, "Hey, I hope to see you on the football field and stuff like that," right? Because they thought I was still playing ball, right? And it was a random older white couple. you know, getting approached in the gym, different women of different races. Filipino chick came up to me last week. So we get these opportunities of other women approaching. Sisters are not really approaching like that unless they're super fat. Now, I have seen the big fat sisters who are approaching, no cap.
Disagree if you don't have a counter argument.
We ain't say we disagree.
I disagree because
do you disagree?
yeah, I do
Talk about
because
it.
I think black women choose the wrong guys.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Expand on that.
before I
Mm.
before I interrupt you.
Mhm.
So do you feel like
before you interrupt me, why you?
No,
interrupt
no,
me?
I didn't even mean to interrupt me, but just let me counteract.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you think that choosing the wrong guys is y'all?
No, I'm
That
saying
sounds
y'all
like-
choose.
You don't have a choice in this. That's just, like, she's acting as if there's any way in hell that she would have a shot at a man, an affluent man. She could, like I said, she could get a heroin addict, a meth addict easy. You know, as long as she's paying for his addiction, he's good. But she's acting like she has a shot in hell with any man worth his salt outside of her race. The thing is, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, black men will fuck anything. So that's why she's still able to be sexually active, because we, as a whole, I'm sorry, but we have low standards. We have low standards in women as a whole. Now, there are some brothers, you know, some who might be in this chat who say, hey, man, I got some high standards. I'd be fucking with some baddies. Look, I get that. Me too. But at the end of the day, when I see what these niggas are impregnating, it's treacherous out here.
You find the wrong guy.
I'm saying y'all choosing the wrong guy out of the group. That's what I'm saying.
I think y'all put certain black
Expand.
women put black men into a stereotypical box. Y'all always go after the ain't shit niggas. Every time a woman tell me about her ex, she tell me about him, and he got all the characteristics
Saying
of a
it's a
fuckboy.
stereotype.
Yes, and there was a podcast where the woman says she doesn't want anybody with a 9-to-5. Okay, the women were saying they don't want a nigga with a 9-to-5. Okay, let me see if I can find that. They were asking drug dealer, scammer, or a 9-to-5. There's so many videos. So of course, if you're not going to date a man with a 9-to-5, you're pretty much, unless he's like a uber successful entrepreneur, which they have no shot at that, then you're pretty much going to be regulated to fucking street niggas. If your man doesn't, let me please, I'm trying to explain this to black women, but obviously they're gonna say I hate them, I'm shaming them, Look, I'm trying to help, but if your man doesn't have a fucking job, if he doesn't have a job, listen up. If he doesn't have a damn job, a 9-to-5, then he's probably in the streets, which, hey, it is what it is. If that's what they like, then that's what they like. But you can't be upset when you get the same results. So this is a podcast of women saying that they don't want a man with a 9-to-5. We'll run through it real quickly.
Damn.
And they look a lot better than she does on this podcast. They look a lot better.
Because she want a maid, not a man.
But he's a maid.
He's a maid.
He said he listened.
I'm a maid.
He's not a
'cause I
maid.
listen.
You said you.
What
like
makes you a
to-
maid?
I don't know. That's this word.
What makes somebody a maid?
What Trishana's looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, my friend Trishana Hill is looking for a man to come when she's out working all day, like today.
Mhm.
When she goes home, she want him to be sitting there on the bed, dick out, ready to rub her feet with some oil, maybe have cooked for her.
What the fuck? So she wants a man who stays at home all day and doesn't work, and then she will get mad at him that he doesn't work and don't got no money, and then call him a bum ass nigga. I'm telling you guys, this is what a lot of these sisters are doing nowadays. You know, I know plenty of niggas who've been shacking up with bitches for the longest, and they ain't paid a lick of rent.
Her, fuck her good. After she gets fucked, she want to lay back down.
And they always talk about, oh, well, other women of other races are fetishizing you. They're fetishizing you. Why would you like being fetishized? Look, For one, as long as I'm getting pussy, I don't give a fuck what. You could fetishize, you could fantasize, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. As long as I get to fuck you the way that I want to fuck you, then it's cool, okay? But who is fetishizing the black man more than her? I mean, she said, and she hasn't given any feedback. She hasn't pushed back at all on what this woman is saying. She said she wants her man to be at home all day. When she comes home from work, have his dick out on the bed, fuck her good, and then start cooking.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.